I keep telling folks, Oklahoma City Thunder and Cleveland are the best two teams in the NBA. Why the sorry no account of ESPN, these other networks don't talk up their heads on sticks? That's what's happening. Shea is your MVP. They ain't in for the questions. And him and Jokic are the best two players going in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell should get MVP considerations. They beat the Heat. They up to 12-game win streak. Believe me, if LeBron James was in Cleveland at a 12-game winning streak, they'd be all slurping it up like a big gulp. Look at the ruckus that you got. Now, for heads who say their basketball sucks and it's lame, you got two teams that are have incredible records. 250-win teams in Cleveland and in OKC, which no one saw coming. These two teams right now, so there's probably like what, 20 some games left? And you got a feeling they're gonna win a majority of those games. So these two teams could both win 65 plus games. How often does that happen in recent memory, especially young teams led by younger players? you know. But this is just the mess that the NBA is doing because they just want to push the Lakers narrative around. They want to push this. And then they're on this high horse about Jason Tatum is so underrated and appreciative. They're so happy about the Luka LeBron thing because Dallas done tanked and they look bad right now. But really, look at what's going on. But the fix is on for who they want. But the bottom line is OKC and Cleveland are the best two teams going. It's not even up for discussion. I mean, Boston is a threat in the East, but if everything stays as the way it looks, OKC and Cleveland, the places that birthed Kevin Durant and LeBron James, got a chance to represent the finals. Just saying. If everything goes the way it's supposed to, those look like the surefire bets to me. And I would love it if those teams were to represent another year or two, have a trilogy, because I think they're playing compelling basketball. I like what I see from both teams. I like the structure, I like the coaching, I like the feel of it. And I wouldn't have no problem with seeing those two teams representing the East and the West respectively. I've already done a video, but I'm doing it again. I watched Cleveland just when they beat Miami Heat. Bam played out his mind. Duncan Robinson looked pretty good, but the Heat ain't got enough juice. It was the first time Kevin Love has been back to Cleveland since he got traded. That's kind of a trip. They gave him a tribute. Wow. He actually earns a tribute. Unlike some of these turkeys who don't play, put a uniform on for half a season and they get like a 3 minute video, like it's a music video with co stars and everything. He actually earned his stay in Cleveland because he did get kind of double crossed by LeBron, but that's another story, another video. But anyway, um, they came back against the Heat. Getting Hunter from Atlanta was huge. Garland looked good. And Donovan Mitchell was playing very poised. He's putting up his staying in his lane. He's not overdoing too much. I still think Jared Allen is the X factor for their hopes in the postseason, rim protector. That's a team you don't want to have to deal with because if they can play half court to go with a full court, they not losing in the East. Cleveland is for real. They got something special there. Of course, you know what it is with OKC. Shea is so cold and cool, it ain't even funny. He's so cool and calm that you just, you know, it's the way he operates, his movements, his athleticism. To do that to Ja Morant, he was more Ja Morant than Ja was. His spring in him, the way they turn you over on defense, come on now. Come on now. In a lot of ways, Ja Morant is kind of like Eddie King, and Shea is like the new, he said, you or me. Because if you think about it, everything that Shea is doing, that's what we thought Ja was going to do. Ja's leaping out of the building like a kangaroo, but something is off. And his body language is off. And now all of a sudden, they didn't hit a wall. They didn't hit a wall. Getting to 40 wins seems like it's going to. I'm not saying they can't go on a nice 10-game win streak because they can, but they didn't kind of cooled up and flared up. So we're going to see. But make no mistake about it. OKC and Cleveland are the best two teams I done seen. And they got legitimate leaders. That's what's, and people always crying mountain about the basketball stuff, which it do. Overall, it does. Two teams shoot threes and all that. And people feel like the fix is on, which it still could be. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If I see the Lakers and Golden State deep in the West, and Boston come out the East or something, I'm gonna look at stuff very suspect. I'm just saying. But I know that's what Adam Silver and all the beady-eyed jive turkeys want, because it's about the casual fan. And I'm not so certain that Luka won't break down in some form because he tends to play good. But once they hit a wall a little bit, everything looking too spot on for situations I'm seeing. So I'm hoping OKC and Cleveland run the table. I think we deserve to have a balance and the new generation to take over. That's what I want. You can keep your 50, 80,000, 90,000 points. I want to see basketball where the rest are fair. The teams that are supposed to be there are supposed to be there. And we're not sitting around looking at our screen thinking we're seeing some strange things. So OKC and Cleveland are still doing the thing. And they're front and shoulders ahead of everybody as far as I'm concerned. But you let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. And for people saying that you don't have anything, you do. These two young teams are good. You have two real future leaders with Shea Alexander, who the scary part about Shea, he's only going to get better. We might have a debate where he ranks all time as a point guard when it's all said and done. Because don't let him get no ring and no finals MVP and actually start getting his accolades like he should. Don't let him do that. Don't let him do that. Because you're going to revisit what you thought of Derrick Rose. And you might even start to think about what you thought about Allen Iverson. Because this dude is a playmaker. Shea is no joke. He keeps getting better every year. And Donovan Mitchell, compact, layered. Hey, that team could be a problem. Don't even be surprised LeBron and his son try to play big to go back to Cleveland if anything happens to Luka. If anything goes wrong, there'll be some crying and some moaning, believe me when I say that. All right, I'm out.